Hello and a very warm welcome to Meghan and Harry News YouTube channel. Hi, I'm Alex, I hope all is okay. So today we have seen an announcement from Jeremy Clarkson. This is the Jeremy Clarkson who wrote that column in the Sun newspaper and said the disgusting things that he said. The same Jeremy Clarkson who only a week earlier went to a dinner function with the Queen Consort Camilla. Also invited to that dinner function was Piers Morgan, another presenter who constantly says hateful things about Meghan. So today we see that Jeremy Clarkson has made a statement and said how he has apologised to Meghan and Harry via email. I wonder how he got their email address. It says here, Jeremy Clarkson has said he emailed Britain's Prince Harry and Meghan Markle on Christmas Day to apologise over his column in the Sun newspaper, in which he said he hated Meghan. It became the UK's independent press standards organisation's IPSO most complained about article after its publication. Harry branded the article about his wife horrific, hurtful and cruel during an interview with ITV's Tom Bradby to discuss his autobiography, Spare, adding that what Clarkson had written would encourage people around the world to believe it's an acceptable way to treat women. Jeremy Clarkson has now posted a lengthy apology to Meghan Markle over his comments in a column for The Sun in which he said he hated the Duchess of Sussex on a cellular level. In a lengthy statement posted on his Instagram account on Monday, the presenter said he emailed Meghan and her husband Prince Harry on Christmas Day to apologise for his language in the column, which he described as disgraceful. Clarkson said he was profoundly sorry and that he had written the piece in a hurry and just pressed send. Now, this excuse of saying he had written the piece in a hurry and pressed send is a very poor excuse. In fact, I would say it's a complete cop-out. You don't say things like, I hate her with every cell of my body by accident. When you say in a hurry, it doesn't excuse that type of thinking or all the other things he said. I'm all for people apologising, but just apologise, say sorry, admit you have certain issues, don't be making lame excuses like I was in a bit of a rush, or I was in a hurry, or I didn't really know what I was writing. Yes, you did, you knew exactly what you were writing, so if you're going to apologise, then do it, but don't come up with these lame excuses. You have to also remember that the Sun newspaper would have read this article to check it was okay to publish, also proofread, and I'm sure they would have seen what was said and known it would have to be controversial, yet they greenlit for the publication. Clarkson continues, he said, one of the strange things I've noticed in recent times is that whenever an MP or a well-known person is asked to apologise for something, no matter how heartfelt or profound that apology may be, it's never enough for the people who called for it in the first place. So I'm going to try and buck this trend this morning with an apology for the things I said in a Sun column recently about Meghan Markle. I really am sorry all the way from the balls of my feet to the follicles on my head. This is me putting my hands up. It's a mea culpa with bells on. Usually I read what I've written to someone else before filing, but I was home alone on that fateful day and in a hurry. Again, he is making excuses. Just because you're in a hurry is not an excuse. The whole article was how much you hated Meghan. It's not like it was a spelling mistake or that you got some figures incorrect. It continues on, so when I'd finished, I just pressed send. And then when the column appeared the next day, the landmine exploded. So, speaking about the day after the column was published, Clarkson continued, it was a slow rumble to start with, and I ignored it, but then the rumble got louder, so I picked up a copy of The Sun to see what all the fuss was about. We've all been there, I guess, in that precise moment when we suddenly realise we've completely messed up. You are sweaty and cold at the same time, and your head pounds and you feel sick. I couldn't believe what I was reading. Had I really said that? It was horrible. I knew what had happened straight away. I'd been thinking of a scene in Game of Thrones, but I'd forgotten to mention this. So it looked like I was actually calling for revolting violence to rain down on Meghan's head. Clarkson went on to say he was very angry with myself because despite all of the Top Gear controversies over the years, they had never been accused of sexism and prided themselves on this. And it goes on. Now, it does sound like he is trying to dig himself out of the hole, a hole he put himself into, We have to remember this was over a month ago. What took him so long? But at least he has apologised publicly and said sorry. He says he has contacted Meghan and Harry and apologised, and at least he has done that. Although it seems that he didn't want to initially and is only doing so now because of the backlash, and then he might lose some of his contracts, as it states here. Clarkson is also set to lose his shows on Prime Video, The Grand Tour and Clarkson's Farm, following the comments, according to Variety, which says Amazon is likely to part ways with the broadcaster, claiming the streamer was unhappy with the incident. I don't know if that will happen, probably not, but this once calls into question the royal family and why they have not condemned Clarkson and his comments at the time. The reason being is that they are linked to Clarkson, seeing that they invited him to a dinner function the week before. But as per usual, the royal family are silent. Let me know your opinion in the comments and I'll see you in the next video.